Hey house guests, welcome to today's Big Brother 20 updates and spoilers. Our house guest today is Carolyn Harmon. Carolyn, thank you so much for the puzzle. We are so flipping excited to try it out. If you guys want to see it, we showed it in the vlog that we posted today on our vlog channel. We're going to be starting that soon. And Carolyn, we will definitely show you the process when we work on it. We're so excited because I've never seen a puzzle like that before. It's so cool. So thank you so much for the support. We appreciate it. We think you're awesome. And if you guys want to be house guests today, check out our Patreon link in the info box below. All right, so last night, Scotty was evicted by a vote of 6-0, and we found out there will be a battle back next week. Oh! So that's going to be pretty crazy. The episode ended with the HOH in progress, and it was the perfect shot. I'm sorry, but it makes me think of either SNL, The Perfect Cheer, or the Goofy movie, The Perfect Cast. Right? Okay, so it was the one where you have to collect your tickets, turn them in, and you get a ball. You roll it down the conveyor belt with all these different obstacles, and whoever either gets the perfect shot first wins, or whoever gets the highest score after an hour wins. So exciting stuff, except the feeds were down for the whole competition, but we did learn some stuff on Twitter. If you guys are not following at Real Vegas for sure yet, you should, because I don't know what their connection is to production, but they have had reliable spoilers all season, and it's worth checking out. So, alright, so we learned from Real Vegas for sure that they actually restarted the competition after the show ended. What we saw on the episode was like a fake start. The house guests didn't even know how to play. That's why they were jumping into the ball pits like, ah! They didn't know what was going on. So after the show ended, Big Brother gave them all the rules, blah, 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 and they restarted. And then they had to pause the competition multiple times because the obstacles on the conveyor belt kept breaking. So there was a lot of stopping and starting going on. They're going to have to edit around that quite a bit. Alright, so when the feeds returned, it was just before 9 p.m., we find out that Angela won HOH. So she's the first repeat HOH for the season. I guess Tyler's not going to have to use his power app, huh? I think this is the week that it would be expiring, so that's funny. Like, nobody used any of the apps. Sam's was used, but that's because it was forced, you know? She didn't choose to use it. Isn't that crazy? But Angela scored a 39 out of a possible 40, and Tyler lost by 1 point. He got a 38. Power couple! Alright, so Haleigh realizes that with Angela's HOH, danger is coming. Fessy does not realize this. Are you surprised? You shouldn't be. They were arguing in the pink bedroom. Now, of course, last week, Fessy and Haleigh tried to make that Final Four deal with Tyler and Angela. And yeah, Tangela was playing along, but they weren't serious. So Haleigh guarantees that she's going to be going up on the block this week. And she says, I can't really blame Angela. It's a good move for her. She would only be pissing off you, Fessy. I put her up a few weeks ago. And she hacked Angela's first HOH. So Angela's got some reasons to put her up on the block. Fessy's like, no way. You can't put up two big targets together, because he's, you know, expecting Sam to go up with Haleigh if Haleigh goes up. And Haleigh's like, she can. And she will. So Fessy's like, no. Angela's not stupid. She's going to take the Final Four deal, and she's going to stick with it. You're right. Angela's not stupid, because she's going to put your A's up. So Fessy's saying that he's going to win the veto, and then obviously he would use it on Haleigh, so they'd both be safe, and then they're both going to be gunning for Angela if she does that, so it's just not a smart move. So Fessy thinks that Sam and a pawn will be going up. Is it not occurring to him that there's a possibility that Fessy could be going up next to Haleigh? He's missing that part. So then Haleigh's like, I saw something troubling earlier. She walked in on Brett celebrating Angela's win with Angela, Tyler, and Casey. She's like, Angela didn't celebrate with us, so that's not good. Have they finally connected the dots yet? Hello, Brett has been working with them the whole time. It seems like they're missing that part. But Haley's like, I'm Angela's target. It's not a dumb move to put me up. But Fessy is convinced that the Final Four deal is legit. Oh my gosh! Okay, so then Fessy just keeps telling everyone how proud he is of them for, you know, finally having a unanimous vote. And he was the HOH for it. He's had the smoothest, best HOH all season. Level 6 is laughing their freaking butts off right now because, yeah, it's gonna be a unanimous vote when he freaking puts up his own ally. Yeah, they're gonna vote him out. Crazy. So Fessy's like, I'm gonna look like a genius if Scotty really was the one flipping all those votes. You don't have to worry about that. Alright. He just doesn't get it. So then Casey and Angela have a quick chat and they're like, oh crap, how are we gonna cover up to Haleigh and Fessy that we were celebrating with Brett? You know, how are we gonna explain this? And they're like, I guess we could tell them that we were all just celebrating that Sam's gonna be the target this week. You know, we were really excited about that. Casey brings up, it doesn't even matter at this point, because assuming Angela's gonna put up Fessy and Haleigh, I think that's going to be a giveaway. I don't think Brett's going to have to pretend that he's all alone anymore. So then Brett was chatting with Casey and he was like, are we sticking to the same plan? Meaning Fessy and Haleigh. And Casey's like, yeah, I think so. So Brett is excited that he's not going to have to hide hanging out with them anymore. He can be with his friends again. So Casey's all, let's go. So then they talk again a few minutes later. They're feeling really good about level 6, really solid. But Brett thinks there's another twist coming. He's like, whoa, what if next week is the battle back and then there's a double eviction the week after? So we know, yes, there is a battle back next week, but like, is there a double eviction the week after? I don't know, maybe. We don't know that far ahead yet. But Brett, he seems a little bit worried that maybe Angela will decide to change her plan and nominate Sam because they're all reaching their limit with Sam. Everybody was all like, woo! After the HOH was over. And then Sam was moping and mopping. She was like mopping up the storage room, mopping up the shower, doing all this cleaning, you know, off on her own. And it's making people uncomfortable. So Casey's like, nah, I don't think so. You know, I don't think she's going to change her plan. But we'll all talk about it tonight. So then Big Brother finally gave them some alcohol. I feel like this season they have not had much of it. But they got 2 beers and a bottle of wine, which is not much. But also keep in mind, the have-nots were not allowed to participate in this drinking. Fessy doesn't drink. So there were only 4 people drinking. Angela, Haleigh, Brett, and Casey. Was BB hoping for some boozy strategizing again? That only works when the hive is in power. But it was pretty funny when they were all chasing Fessy around because he was holding the alcohol that he found in the storage room. They're like, come here, rah, you don't even drink. So then all of the house guests were together, including Sam, in the kitchen telling stories about, you know, various things that have happened throughout the season. And this was hilarious. If you guys want to go back and watch it, I want to say it started around 11 p.m. or like just before 11, so just have a good time and watch. They reenacted Bailey and the pita chips. Ask! Brett told everybody how he guessed anal lice during that hacker competition, the word scramble one. Sam told everybody how she called Rockstar Blockstar, and apparently yesterday morning, like the morning of the eviction, Brett accidentally told Scotty to eat the rest of the bacon before he leaves. Ah! And they also talked about Rockstar counting votes for Bailey to stay, even though she was on the block next to her. And they went through Brett's various eviction speeches, along with Rockstar and Rachel's reactions to them. He really thought that both of them were going to hit him in that moment, because things got pretty heated. But after all the fun died down, they're just waiting around for Angela's HOH room reveal, because it was pretty late, and Fessy begins the campaigning. So he started talking to Angela in the blue bedroom, and he's like, you should not put up Haleigh as a pawn, because she's not going to touch you. She's not coming after you. So Angela's like, well, okay, who do you think would be a better pawn? Fessy does not give her a name right away. But he says, if you put up Haleigh, and then Haleigh or I win the power of veto, she's going to come down, and you're going to have to put somebody else up anyway. So, you know, don't do it. So then Haleigh joins them. Tyler's there too. And Fessy's like, don't you want a smooth week with Sam going? You know, don't you want a smooth week like my HOH? So he does end up offering JC up as a pawn. He's like, JC won't go home. You know, he's my best friend, but he's going to be safe anyway next to Sam. And Angela's like, yeah, but I don't want to be on JC's bad side because he's very persuasive, very good at talking to people. I don't need to get mixed up and all that. So then JC starts walking over. Fessy leaves. They both leave the room. So Haleigh is there with Tyler and Angela, and she's telling Angela, don't let Fessy get in your head. What he did is not what I did. You know, you can trust me. Just let me know what you're going to do either way. She says, obviously, I'm going to be upset if I go up, but I'll get over it. So she's basically telling Angela, like, yeah, you can put me up, sure. All right, so then it was time for Angela's HOH room reveal. She got her family pictures. I believe she got some nail stickers, temporary tattoos, which a lot of people are excited about. Her snacks. They gave her a lot of fibrous snacks. Are you having a problem? She got a letter from her best friend, Catherine, and she even cried some robot tears. So that was nice. Okay. So then that was all fun. And then Haleigh and Fessy were chatting. Haleigh does not like the way Fessy has been campaigning so far. She's got to have something to be angry about, right? So she's like, you're putting way too much pressure on Angela, and she doesn't like that. And you're making it seem like Angela and Tyler owe me something. And they don't owe me shit. And Fessy's like, well, they owe me something. No, they don't. But okay. So Haleigh's like, Angela told me that we're going to talk in the morning. We'll see what happens. So then Fessy is saying his same crap about how it would be dumb for Angela to put Haleigh up. And again, they don't seem to be considering that both of them could go up next to each other. So then Tyler and Angela were strategizing in the HOH room, and this was a little bit of a shock at first because Angela's like, I don't know what to do. But we saw, I mentioned it in yesterday's spoiler, they had decided if one of them from their group wins HOH, they were going to put up Haleigh and Fessy. So it's like, why are you doing this right now? Apparently, that plan to put up Fessy and Haleigh together was more for the double eviction because they wouldn't have to deal with the craziness for a whole week. It would just be like, one of them goes, it's done, moving on. But now Angela seems to be chickening out a little bit. She's like, well, it'd be so easy to just get rid of Sam this week. You know, no blood on my hands. It'd be great. We'd still be cool with Haleigh and Fessy. So Tyler's like, well, do Brett and Casey want that? Do they want to get rid of Sam? No, they don't. So Angela's like, I don't know, but honestly, I'm kind of annoyed that me and you are the ones getting all the blood on our hands for the group. You know, they're the ones winning all the competitions. Okay, so, but I mean, look at Brett and Casey. They've been up on the block like so many times so far. So then they're wondering, would Fessy and Haleigh honor the deal if we honor it this week? You know, can we trust them? They're not sure. They feel like they can trust Fessy more than Haleigh, and they don't want to look dumb if they keep Fessy and Haleigh safe this week, and then the other side strikes first. They don't want that to happen. So then Angela brings up her old plan of putting up Haleigh and Sam, and then hopefully backdooring Fessy. That's so dumb! Don't do that, oh my god. So then they're thinking, what if there's a battle back? Angela says, well, if we get rid of Sam, then there's a good chance that Scotty would be the one coming back, and he was saying if he comes back, he'd want to go after Fessy, so that's good for us. But if Rockstar or Bailey come back, that gives Fessy and Haleigh another number, so do we really want to do that? Probably not. Yo, how crazy would that be if Bailey or Rockstar came back? Oh my god. So then JC joins them, and he's like, you should definitely put up Fessy and Haleigh together. Thank you. He says putting up one of them is just too risky because then they could both end up being safe if the other one wins the power veto. So JC is no idiot. He does not want to be in a situation where he could potentially go up as the replacement nominee. and that could definitely happen if only one goes up and the other wins power veto. So, yeah, he's like, you should put them both up. So then Angela asks, okay, well, would you be cool with voting out Fessy this week? And JC says, yes, I'm with you guys. I got close to Fessy, but that was only for the team. You know, that was for the team's benefit. I've always voted with you guys. I would always choose you over Fessy. So JC's telling her, like, I know it's a big move, but don't be scared. We're all backing you up. It's going to be okay. So then Casey joins them. JC leaves. And, you know, again, they're saying, should we put up Haleigh and Fessy or Haleigh and Sam? What's the better option here? Angela wants to get rid of Sam because she feels like she would be Sam's target if Sam were to win HOH. But of course, you know, she's nervous about Haleigh and Fessy as well. So Casey's like, I think Fessy or Haleigh have to go this week. They have to. She's like, would Sam even win another HOH? You know, she won that wall competition, but how many of those are there going to be? You know? So then she's saying maybe Sam wouldn't even target you if you don't put her up this week. That's another thing to think about. Fessy and Haleigh are much bigger threats to win competitions. Haleigh seems to know the game pretty well. And I'm saying, like, let's not forget, there's two of them. And Fessy and Haleigh are never going to choose somebody else over themselves. You know what I mean? Like, Haleigh is never going to choose anyone over Fessy. It's not going to happen. So that's something to think about. So then Angela is like, okay, fine. She's into it, but like, how is she going to justify putting Fessy up? She's got plenty of excuses for why Haleigh's got to go up, but why Fessy? So they end up deciding, like, well, you could just say he's guilty by association. That's all you need to say. So then eventually Brett joins them too. They talk about Sam's antics, and it's really, really wearing on Brett. But they confirm the plan is to put up Fessy and Haleigh. Okay, I just want to mention here, it is not lost on Haleigh that Brett was up in the HOH room with Angela, Casey, and Tyler. Just more confirmation for her that she's in trouble this week, and she's probably going up on the block. Fessy is still saying that would be really dumb. Angela's not going to do it. You're fine. Stop being so paranoid. Sam is going this week. And they still haven't discussed the possibility that they both might go up. Oh my god. So this morning, Tangela alert. Tyler went up to the HOH room to cuddle with Angela before everybody got up. And he did end up leaving before Sam came up with the breakfast tray. So then Sam was sucking up to Angela hardcore. She was like, I'm going to give you a mani-pedi. I'm going to pamper the F out of you. She says her word still stands. She will never put her up. And Angela's like, likewise. Alright, so then Fessy talks to Angela while she's getting ready for the day. Oh, Fessy. He's like, what are you thinking about doing? And Angela's like, well, nothing's really changed. I still need to talk to people, but I am leaning towards putting up Haleigh as a pawn. She doesn't say with Sam, but Fessy's assuming that it will be with Sam. So he's like, well, do you think Sam will go home against Haleigh? And Angela's like, totally. She says it's just not going to make sense if she doesn't put Haleigh up. People are going to start asking questions. It'd be really weird because Haleigh, number one, again, hacked her first HOH. And number two, she put Angela up on the block against Casey. So then Fessy's like, yeah, I get that. I can't really argue with that. So then Fessy's talking about house targets and like house moves and how he didn't put up Sam last week with Scotty because he wanted to make sure that Scotty went, and it would have been too risky if Sam was up there. So he's worried that it could be a close vote if Haleigh is up there against Sam. You know, he's trying to tell Angela, you should model your HOH after mine because it was just so smooth. So he's saying anybody else would be 100% safe on the block against Sam. Haleigh, not as much. So then Fessy starts pushing that Final Four deal. Angela's playing along. She's like, yeah, the middle people have to go. So then Haleigh joins them. She is pushing the Final Four deal. She's like, we're competitors. Like, we're going to be great together. We're solid. So then Fessy's like, yeah, let's have a smooth week. Oh my god. Alright, so then eventually Casey and Tyler go upstairs to save Angela because they're like, oh my god, she must be dying up there. Brett joins them too. Game talk busted. But like, Haleigh is camped out in the HOH room today. Even when Angela's not there. She's like waiting upstairs for her. At one point it was just Haleigh and Angela, and they were just sitting in silence for like an extended period of time, and Haleigh did not get the hint. It was sad. So then eventually she breaks the silence and she's like, I just want you to know that you can trust me. What? Oh, come on. So then eventually she leaves, she gets the clue, and Casey comes in and Angela's just like, yo, they are freaking whack, they're going up on the block. So then the feeds go down for an HOH lockdown. I'm not sure if this is nominations or if it's like the table switcheroo or what, because it seems a little early for noms compared to the last ones. I don't know, whatever. It seems like they do them later, but maybe they were like, you know what, we want some action here. Because I feel like the fallout from this nomination ceremony is going to be freaking wild. Haleigh and Fessy are not expecting to go up on the block together. Fessy doesn't think either of them are going to go up. So it's going to be pretty crazy. Make sure you guys check out tomorrow's spoiler because I will have all the details. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Who are you rooting for in this veto? And until tomorrow, much love.